Hello everybody, it's John Schneider, your host for Jersey Bayshore Country. Happy New Year! I thought I'd change the pace a little bit with today's program. This is about music. It's also, pardon me, it's about me. I've been many things in my life: a television host right now, a videographer, a documentarian, a reporter, journalist, been an actor off Broadway and in New York and in summer stock, and I've been a musician. And I like being a musician. I'm still a musician of sorts, and I've played at lots of different venues and events and that sort of thing, and I've done a lot of studio work. I have a multitude of, here's some of my, these are, I could only find 4 to start the program, but I've done about 6 or 7 different CDs, which are still selling, but the music business isn't what it used to be. And I thought today's program, because it is the very first part of the year, it's a Happy New Year show, I thought it would be fun to show you some of the work that I've done in my music videos. Done hundreds, so I had to pick out some of the ones that I thought might interest you. And the first one uses one of my original songs called Shaken and Stirred. James Bond used to say he wanted his martini shaken, not stirred. Well, this is a song called Shaken and Stirred. And I thought it would be appropriate for one of my resolutions for one of the New Year's that I had a couple of years ago, and that was to jump out of a plane.
Hey, John. What's going on, John?
Hello, pal.
Pretty good, man.
What's going on?
Not too much.
Really?
What's going on with you?
What do people usually scream when they, besides Geronimo, what's another good creative thing they can do?
Help. So how are you feeling?
Nervous.
Nervous? Is this a special occasion that you jump?
Yes, it's our birthday. My dad and I have the same birthday.
Today?
Yeah, today. He's 60, I'm 23.
Happy birthday. Yeah. So, John.
Oh, yeah.
60th birthday, huh?
That's right.
Anything you want to say before you get in the plane?
Cool world.
Have a great skydive. What do you think about him jumping?
What do I think about him jumping?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
You're not how come you're not joining him?
I gotta read the South of brand new name. And I'm 84, so
Never too old.
he would never do it. I said, I'm looking, I think I would love it.
It's fine.
Especially if I got a good looking guy holding me up.
Oh, yeah.
I might do that again. I'm not sure. The next video is dedicated to Frank Regan, who was a choreographer who passed away a couple of years ago. He was a friend of mine. I met him by doing this video. I actually approached him and said, would you work with me on a video that has dancing in it to one of my songs? And he said, sure.
I had a dream. I think it was a dream. I was at a party. Everyone looked at everyone else with the lens of their own camera. I was surrounded by people who were controlled by something that wasn't human, but they didn't even know it. They just stared at each other. I remember wanting to wake them all up. I remember thinking, what if I dropped my camera on the floor and it broke into 1,000 pieces? Would everyone just wake up? Dance with me.
Chance just to dance with you, baby. Little romance, just a trance for two, maybe. Over the dance floor we'll glide with precision, swinging and swaying, a beautiful vision. Let's dance, let's dance. Come on. Nothing about us we have to improve, 'cause we're jumping into the groove, baby. We're so smooth. Let's dance, let's dance, dance with me. I just got a day. Just got a day.
tried to stop the dancing. Then I remember being alone. I remember sweeping up some broken video cameras on the floor. I don't know why, but I looked down and I saw this hat. It was just a hat. I picked it up and put it on, and then I remembered everything. I just started to dance. The thing that I forgot it was a dream. Seemed so real.
The next video is a political video in a way. I've done a few political anti-war videos, but this was about hunger and unemployment. And we've all known somebody or found ourselves in a similar situation where money was tight. And this is a video in which I played a homeless guy. And a lot of my friends who saw me in the video said, "You don't look homeless, John, because you look like you're well fed." Well, I guess I was at the time. And I went out and shot this in Virginia, and it was interesting. I ran into a friend of mine, Gary Deverman. You'll see him at the end of the video. He's the guy who I bump into at the McDonald's, which is the final scene, and he is very charitable and gives me some of his food. He also gives me $5 to help me along. So it's always at this time of year you think about the less fortunate, and you think about the people who are out there, especially in the cold, and who are scared and hungry, and this is dedicated to them.
I'm so annoyed, can't get no job. Sorry. I'm unemployed, can't get no job. Sorry. I can't get no job, can't get no job. Sorry. Who do I rob? Can't get no job. Sorry. To get some cash, can't get no job. Sorry. To buy my stash, can't get no job. What can you give? Can't get no job. Sorry. So I can live. Can't get no job. Sorry. Just give me mine. Can't get no job. Sorry. And I do just fine. Can't get no job. Sorry. I don't wanna steal. Can't get no job. Sorry. I just want a meal. Can't get no job. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Just hear my summer go. Can't get no job. 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 Can't get no
We've certainly made progress since we were losing 750,000 jobs per month around the time I took office. Our economy is growing again, and we've added jobs for 5 straight months. But there are still millions of Americans out of work, and millions more who are struggling to pay the bills.
get no job. Just give me mine. Can't get no job. And I'll do just fine. Can't get no job. I don't wanna steal. Can't get no job. I just wanna kneel. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Here's my son.
You know, speaking of homeless, it was many years ago on YouTube that I was introduced to a woman who played guitar and could sing. And she lived in Memphis, Tennessee, and she had a very tragic story. She was homeless, and she went to a shelter in Memphis. And today, she's actually the assistant director of a shelter in Memphis, and she helps other homeless people with their problems and their issues. And she is a godsend. So I decided to collaborate with her, and I wrote a song called Beyond Words. And it was about two people. She's actually from Quebec and speaks French and has a little bit of a French accent. And I was the guy who only knew English. And I go to France in this video and I meet her and I fall in love with her. And I get a letter from her. And it's called really Beyond Words. And we're both singing. It's a duet. And we're both singing the exact same thing, except I don't understand her and she doesn't understand me.
Votre attention s'il vous plaît, Madame Fatima Hachimi. Madame Fatima Hachimi, c'est occupée à vous présenter pour première information aéroport de Paris.
All I know,
Ce que je sais,
is what I feel,
ce que je ressens,
well beyond what words to say.
au-delà des mots,
I believe
oui je crois
it must be real.
que c'est vrai.
I've never felt this way.
Pour la première fois, par la plume à la main, je t'écris même de très loin. Mais comment te dire, comment former les mots qui vont pouvoir décrire ce qui se ressent dans un cœur qui veut s'ouvrir.
My song is so simply sung to you, no verse or chorus in my way. My heart plays out a deep, consistent rhythm. Can you feel the beat, not what I say?
Ce que je sais,
All I know,
ce que je ressens,
what I feel,
au-delà des mots,
what words to say.
oui je crois
I believe
que c'est vrai.
must be real.
Pour la première fois, tout simplement je chante pour toi, sans refrain au couplet qui distrait.
My heart plays out a deep, consistent rhythm. Can you feel the beat, not what I say? All I know
Ce que je
is
sais,
what I feel,
ce que je ressens,
well beyond what words to say.
au-delà des mots,
I believe
oui je crois
must be real.
que c'est vrai.
I've never felt this way.
Pour la première fois,
simply sung to you, no verse or chorus in my way.
Mon cœur bat de rythme profond et constant. Entends-tu le battement sans les mots? Tout ce que je sais
Is what I feel.
Au-delà des mots à dire,
I believe it must be real.
I
believe in you.
This is one of my favorite songs. This is the first song that I wrote to be produced in a studio. And I had a lot of people help me with it. And it really was a true story about a woman that I was in love with. I'm probably still in love with her, but don't tell anybody. She and I were engaged to be married. And for one reason or another, you know how that goes, we decided to call it quits. But the thing that I remember about her is that we celebrated so many holidays together, Christmas and New Year's and Easter and Thanksgiving, and we always loved that part of the year when we all came together. And we would always raise our glasses in a toast and toast each other, toast the relationship, toast life, and we always played music, and she was really the love of my life for a while, and this is dedicated to her. This is called Happy Life.
Happy New Year. For the last time, my dear, do you remember how we welcomed every year with a hug and a kiss and a promise from our lips we would always be together?
Happy Valentine's Day, for the last time, my lover. Do you remember how we loved beneath the covers with a candle and a song?
We could never go wrong. We would just keep getting better. When I think of all the times we shared throughout the years, how much we cared,
the thing I know we'll miss the most
is raising glasses in a toast to celebrate those special days the way we were at holidays. Happy 4th of July, for the last time, my girl. Do you remember how the fireworks would swirl?
with a hug and a kiss and a promise from our lips we would always be together. Happy Christmas, for the last time, my love. Do you remember kissing with the mistletoe above, with a candle and a song? We could never go wrong.
We would just keep getting better.
Getting better.
So happy life, for the last time, my friend. Do you remember how we thought we'd never end, with a hug and a kiss and a promise from our lips we would always be together?
Always be.
with a candle and a song. We could never go wrong. We would just keep getting better, keep getting better. When I think of all the times we shared throughout the years, how much we cared, thing I know we'll miss the most is raising glasses in a toast to celebrate those special days the way we were at holidays. With a hug and a kiss
and a promise from our lips,
with a candle and a song, we could never go wrong. We would just keep getting better. We would just keep getting better. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. It was a fun program. Thank you for allowing me to be indulgent with some of my own stuff. I'm looking forward to 2016 and all of the great new things that are in store for you and for me in terms of exploring the New Jersey Bayshore. I hope you'll get out and explore it yourself. And if you find something out there, please, if you see me out there in the field, tap me on the shoulder and introduce yourself. You know what I always say, nothing is more important than meeting you. Wish you the very happiest of New Year's. Bye-bye, everybody.